Woo! I'm very excited today. XRP just hit 92 cents, Bitcoin is looking to break its all-time high, and much more is what we're going to be discussing today. But also, we're giving away 100 XRP if we hit 1,000 likes, so make sure you press that like button, make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you comment something down below. And my question of today is, what is your favorite crypto? Alright, put that in the comment section because I'm going to be talking about XRP, VeChain, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and another small thing about XRP. I also have two other things to show you. One, I've actually made a membership thing on the channel, so you can join for $5 and it's just to support me and support the channel. And you get some cool badges and some cool emojis wherever we do live streams. But also, you will get access to the spreadsheet I was talking about earlier. And you can just tell me if you want something added to here or just wait for when I release some other cool new spreadsheets because I'm building, alright? I'm building some cool stuff and that's where I'm going to be sharing it. Another thing is I've just upgraded my Tradingview membership to the Pro Plus. It's about $180, which is quite expensive. But if we use this freaking thing right here, we can both get $30. So again, I'm just going to link this thing down below here. Share this link for if you guys also want to analyze charts a little bit better. I mean, it's $30 to get for free. That's pretty damn nice, all right? So again, going to be sharing that for if you guys also want to use this discount from Black Friday. That's all I use though. I just paid $180 just now for 13 months of Pro Plus. I don't really know what the perks are too well, but I guess I'll find out. I just wanted to have it so I'm like more able to do things possibly. I had some fun with indicators a little bit earlier. But yeah, right now I'm having a Bitstamp and a Coinbase for XRP open. And the main reason is that on Coinbase it went completely berserk and went to 92 cents. But on most other exchanges, it just hit our resistance at about 78.5 cents. Now, there are a couple of points which are interesting though, and one that I would like to show you guys is if we take the Fibonacci from the previous big bull run, this previously pretty big move, let me quickly put that in perfectly. This move right here. I think that's going to suffice. There we go, perfectly fine. It's pretty cool to see exactly where the line of the fib, the 0.236, lines up and puts itself at, which is right around this 92-ish cent area, if I had put it down perfectly, which is also, if you check the price action right around this area of March to May 2018, a historic resistance that has not been touched upon in years. It's pretty cool to see that right now on Coinbase we hit exactly that. You can see it's right here at about 92.37. What is this at? About 92 point something. I don't know exactly where it's supposed to be because again I'm doing this pretty zoomed out, but you guys get the picture there. It was a pretty close one, and it's cool to see how even on Coinbase, which has not had XRP for such a long while, and even though it's so far up in comparison to these other websites, that it still took the resistance and I guess respected it because we did bounce back from exactly that point, which was definitely interesting to see. Now with that as well, guys, I've told you all before, I think Bitcoin is going to be breaking its all-time high. We had our last test into the zone here, which is now the 22nd of November in the morning still, and I think from that point on forward, all we're going to be seeing is upwards, and right now we are at 19,270, and I don't really have doubt that today is going to be the day that we hit all-time high of 19,600 and something. I mean, theoretically speaking, it could be tomorrow or maybe 2-3 days, but that it is coming up, I have no doubt anymore. I'm like 95% certain. And XLM here, by accident, I don't have it open anymore. I'm going to open it up in just a second. But XLM has also gone up 40%, which I briefly want to discuss here because that is going insane too. And I think you guys want some more explanation about that one. But yeah, for Bitcoin and XRP, I'm going to tell you guys right now. With XRP, I'm thinking there's really no resistance that's going to hold us back all the way till this 92. It's about 89 to about 95 cent region that is going to be very pivotal. Very important, guys. Very big barrier. But up to that point, there's really nothing holding it back, nothing significant. All these little blue lines is all resistances from the past, which we may experience some trouble at. We just hit this resistance perfectly at about 78,993, something around that point. But in general, this little area from about, I think, 89 to 90 to maybe about 94, 93 cents, that's all we're going to have to watch for. And the reason I'm saying that is because it's the first Fibonacci retracement from the bigger bull run back then. And I've said before, all these extensions from the recent moves here, they don't really matter anymore, because the move has, first of all, been completely blown out of proportion. And I mean, we just saw some huge gains happening overnight. But also, it's really just not relevant anymore because it's a very small move here in the bigger picture of things. It's just a very recent small thing. I mean, is it that reliable? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say this big bull run that we saw in 2017-18 is the one I'm going to be using and the one I want to go out from. Now on Coinbase, it's a little bit more difficult to draw and to put everything in, as it doesn't have the price action from 2017-18 because it just got listed somewhere in 2019. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But it's kind of funny how yesterday we were talking about this 65 cent resistance, which we hit over on Coinbase, and then we fell down upon again. Let me quickly zoom back in if we can. I'll go to the 4-hour to get it a little bit closer. I'm still not too good with going through these without editing my videos, but it's okay. We're managing. And as you guys can see here, let's continue on. We went up about, where we're going to take it from. Let's take it from here all the way to the top, about 300% in about 16 days, which is rather interesting. A little bit of a more recent move. Let's take this one. It's about 3 days, 214% still. So that's definitely looking like an XRP bull run move. But also, if we take really the last green candle here up to the top, about 100% in about 1 day, a little bit less than 1 day. Actually, 20 hours here, we went up about 100% or so, and then back down, a pretty big correction of about 40 or so percent. Which is why I often tell you guys that these moves are more so sustained, as if you are buying in this little area, you might have a little bit of a problem. But if you're in this area, it's all actually fine. These are just natural pullbacks, which often happen when you get these crazier prices going, especially a rush of just 100%. So falling back down 40, it ain't really strange in my opinion. It's all normal. It's all in the bigger picture. And if you take the full 24 hours here for XRP, if we go ahead and check that, you can see this is 12 p.m. The 24th. If we go to 12 p.m. the 23rd, we were just at about 52 or so cents. So we're still up significantly from that point. Let me quickly check that out. We're still up at least, 15, 17, 20% or so. And we still have quite a lot of ways to go before we actually go negative on the 24-hour. It is just a question of, will we go back up in the next couple of hours? If we don't, well, we might be scared for a little bit, because XRP has historically gone for days on end without really falling in the previous bull runs that we saw, the smaller ones as well. And if we do see some negative numbers here, even though it's not bad, it's going to scare a lot of us off. But to quickly summarize, again, 90 cents is what I'm looking for here. I think we're going to get there pretty simply, though, so I'm not too worried about it. And yeah, pretty damn excited to see where it's going to be going. For VeChain, I'm actually a little bit more indetermined, because I thought we were going to go to either side here, but when checking back a little bit into VeChain's history, I think it's just a little bit harder than with most other crypto to determine exactly where it's going to be going. But the way it's looking like right now is we're going to test the 0.01469 or whatever. You can see the decimals on the right here. I'm going to quickly touch it most likely and then go back upwards. Maybe there's actually some still support here at about 14.84, which we could have hit. No, I don't actually think so. I think I'm looking at this price action here and thinking a little bit more back, see how many times we've actually hit that point. But it's all just looming around this Fibonacci level just right there, which we might bounce back from. In general, there is quite a lot of pressure for VET, since we already hit some crazier prices in August of 2020. But Yeah, we'll see a little bit further as we go, though. I don't have too much to say about that one. With Bitcoin, pretty simply, though, again, up, up, up is the only way to go. I don't really see any reason why we should be falling back down. There's really no comment or effort you can make to say that it should. We're making higher lows. We're doing everything according to the book for a bullish run. So this fib level, I think really, really soon here, we're going to at least hit it. So be excited for that. Ethereum, we talked about the $600 level, which we broke for a little while and actually fell back down from. Let's see how far we fell back down, about 6-7% or so. But that is on the daily. Let's go to the 4-hour. Let's quickly zoom in a little bit. It just hit a tip here, and now it's retracing a little teeny weeny bit, or correcting a little bit. It hasn't stopped the move or anything like that. So again, I'm not too worried about that one. I still think $730 is still our first target to go for, like I said a little bit earlier today. I'm still waiting for that. Let me quickly also type in here XLM to USD. Let's quickly take a little bit of a look at what happened to that one, as I guess I messed up by accident here to not have it open anymore. But let's quickly check. Our chart is a little bit clouded, but we actually broke all-time high on Coinbase, which is not that much of a achievement, I think. Let's see here. We went to 1949 on Coinbase, which is, again, pretty damn crazy. Let's take a look at where it is at right now. Right now, XLM is at 14.9, so that's a pretty drastic change. That's pretty damn amazing. We actually passed a 4.2 fib from the last move here, which we talked about yesterday, I believe. Let me quickly see XLM to USD on, which one are we going to go for? Kraken? How long has that been on there? Long enough, I think, for the bull run. Yeah, this one is long enough. Pretty crazy what happened there. Let me quickly go to the next one here. XLM. I don't know if it actually does that on every chart. How long has Binance been there? Okay, this one looks pretty damn normal. So let's quickly take a little bit of a look at the fib from back in the day. All right, really, really back in the day. And which one we're going to take? There's two options. Let's take the biggest one that we can. So right around here. There we go. To the top of the move. And let's check the retracements out, guys. Okay, as we said before, it fell back down below there. We talked about that a little bit yesterday. And right now, we're still heading towards this zone right here at about 32 cents. I think the first major point is going to be 26, which we're not even close to just quite yet. On this chart, we hit about 23.5, so about 2.5 or so more cents to go, which is another 10%. But from this point, because we're at about 15 or so cents, there is definitely quite a lot still to progress here, or to move upon. Let's quickly check how far we've gained in the day. Or yeah, in the last couple, like 3 days or so. We've gone up about 130%, and we fell back down. Let's check the 4-hour. We fell back down from the tip right around 25%, right around something like that. So that's also still pretty damn good, actually. I think that's still pretty fine. Let me quickly go back to the 1 day and check if we can actually put in a new Fibonacci here on the newer bull run. Oh no, I guess the newer wave that we made. So we actually, if we take a good look, we actually passed the 1.618 extension level of the Fibonacci here. We didn't actually stay above there. We are most likely getting some support or resistance turn support here at about 12.4. But once more for XLM, I'm thinking we're going to test this level at about 18.4 cents a little bit more often today, as none of these prices here showed any resistance at all. I think just this support level is going to be interesting to watch, and how we're going to retest this one pretty damn soon here, as if Bitcoin's going to break all-time high, you can already just kind of bet that most of these altcoins are going to be blooming rather soon here, even better, and yes, I'm excited for that. Also, XRP just made its new candle here. Oh no, it's actually already been there for an hour. Okay, it was just green for a little second, and because it was so small, I thought it was new, but no, we have the wicks, of course. If I'm actually honestly thinking about what's going to be happening now, I think Coinbase is not the best indication of what's going on. I think maybe Bitstamp, or for that matter, any other chart rather than Coinbase, is going to be better to watch, as even though there are arbitrary opportunities and you can most likely trade, it's better if you use both of these and you can actually take a lot of profit then. Sometimes these things are just quick 1-minute moves, which is also something I want to briefly take a look at. Let's take a look at the 1 minute here and zoom out and check how quickly this all went. So let's zoom in a little bit again. If we can. I'm not too good at this, as you guys can probably see. So no, it's actually not a 1 minute move or nothing like that. It's actually quite a sustained build up here as we went up just, with pretty nice margins if you're asking me. We went down, how much is this in one little minute? About 20 or so % in 1 minute. That's pretty damn funny. But in general here, it's a pretty sustained move with just not like one big spike and one big downfall. It's like people just kept buying, which is like a FOMO type of ordeal over on Coinbase. But yeah, I'm thinking we're going to go to 90 cents still. The prediction is still set in place. I'm still thinking that very, very much so. So I'm going to be looking out for that. I still think every buy in this area is going to be fine. However, we cannot be sure. An end goal for me, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about that in another spreadsheet I'm making, which is going to be about cashing out and stuff like that. And I'm building a lot of cool things for you guys, all right? So make sure you press the like button, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys again in another one.